Good morning and happy Wednesday. Today on your Wednesday, you can see a beautiful sunrise behind me here looking out over Mount Garfield, but we're also going to see cold temperatures this morning. Now the sun's going to pop out, but the temperatures do not surpass freezing, which is 32 degrees. We're spending 8 a.m. at 22 degrees and then at 25 and then at 28 degrees. So even by the 10 o'clock mark, we're still below freezing, which makes it a good morning to bundle up on the way out the door. Jumping to take a look at the National Weather Service this morning, they have issued a fog advisory for a very specific area. Now this is the Rifle area, but that also includes the Meeker, Hayden, and Craig area, and this expires roughly around 10 a.m. this morning, so it is short-lived. But if you are expecting to do any sort of traveling this morning, maybe commuting to work, you're going to want to take it slow. Now taking a look at what that means in terms of driving. For driving, you're going to want to use your low beam headlights, and you're also going to want to leave room between you and other vehicles on the road. And now that's just simply because visibility is reduced and using your headlights helps other drivers see you as well as you see them. Now the canyons might hang on to that fog just a little bit longer, but for the most part we're expecting it to get up and out of the way. And taking a look over the entire state today, there's not much going on. Just yesterday, we had a very significant storm system over the eastern plains. That has since gone away. Now over the eastern plains, we have nothing but small cloud movement. Small cloud movement can be seen over western Colorado too, but for the most part, we're only seeing some sort of sunshine throughout the day and then colder temperatures, colder than we have been seeing, but they're actually pretty seasonably appropriate. We're only going to reach about 39 to 40 degrees today here in Grand Junction. Other locations like Montrose staying down in the 30s for the next 5 days indefinitely. So we're definitely excited to see some of those colder temperatures, and that's simply because moisture. Now we've been on record this year, one of the warmest calendar years in hundreds of years. And because of that, the snow we've seen in Grand Junction and down in some of those valleys just hasn't been very existent. You can see that the rain forecast for the next 5 days, it does bring some sort of moisture back into the picture. We're expecting to see that moisture hopefully by Saturday. We have a 20% chance for moisture right now, but if we were to see that moisture with the temperatures we have today, we could actually see it just as it's intended to be, meaning we could see snowfall. And it's not usually the storm system's fault that we don't see snowfall. It has everything to do with the temperatures and the temperature of the air. Now, the type of precipitation in western Colorado, we often get an abundance of rain rather than snowfall. You can see that warm air from the storm system itself is going to create rainfall, but anything in between, that's where we'd see freezing rain or sleet. And then if we are anything below 32 degrees, the air is below 32 degrees, we could see snowfall. Our problem is we always have warm air with those temperatures exceeding where they should be. So we have been seeing an abundance of rain, sleet, freezing rain, and not much snowfall like intended. So overall, we've been keeping a close eye on it, but we're hoping to start to see more snowfall as we enter our new calendar year, and some of the snowiest months of our year for Colorado are actually at the start of the year rather than before the new year mark. And at last today, that finally brings us to talk about your highs. Your highs are going to be, again, on the colder side, depending on your location. You're expecting to see about 39 in Grand Junction, 38 in Delta, 35 in Montrose, and then 38 in Cortez. And your lows, you're expecting to see about 20 in Grand Junction, 15 in Delta, 15 in Montrose, and then about 10 in Cortez. Gunnison even seeing -4 degrees overnight. So temperatures are certainly cooling down, and they're staying cool all week. You may notice that temperature trend here in your 7-day forecast. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the 20% chance by Saturday, and then Sunday. Around 41 degrees is going to be in store for us on Saturday. But if we start to see some of those colder temperatures, at least by the weekend, that means we could see some snowfall if the probability increases. And taking a look at Montrose, we're expecting to see a good amount of cold temperatures this week. We are seeing single digits at a couple days of the week. The highs are going to be consistently in the 30s for the next 7 days. That's an interesting pattern to note. Now Delta going to see a lot of teens for those lows. Maybe the same chance for moisture by Saturday. We're still on the fence. And Cortez, single digits all the way through at least the week. And if that's for the forecasted lows, we're not in the single digits, we're in the 10s. Overall, we're expecting to see 38 degrees and the same thing tomorrow, but maybe with just some cloud coverage.